Aiming for your face, let your hoes know to slow your aiming for your face, aiming for your face, aiming for your face, let your hoes know to slow your aiming for your face, let your hoes know to slow your aiming for your face, let your hoes know to slow your aiming for your face, aiming for your face.
Ate some pain pills in the rock. Gone them off my rocker, aiming for your face and cock it. Shoot them like Clay Thompson. Call up Ghost of Ride. Done toured the countryside. Done died a couple times. Couple low-key homicides. Bitch, I burn your Bible. Look into my rifle. What make you think I like you? Spark this blunt and then ignite you. A couple lighters on my dresser, yes sir. What's it tighter than a Roman presser? Bitch, you guessed it, but ain't no GG. When I'm shooting this, them demons that's controlling me.
Aiming for your face, let your hoes know to slow your aiming for your face, aiming for your face, aiming for your face, let your hoes know to slow your aiming for your face, let your hoes know to slow your aiming for your face, let your hoes know to slow your aiming for your face, aiming for your face.
You see a nigga like been about that homicide. What you thought I let you go? What you thought I let you slide? Bitch, I'm aiming for your face. If I'm sliding with that 9 for the creep back up behind, I'ma see you eye to eye. Even dream of trying me, but wake up and apologize. Ain't no pussy in my blood, ain't no hope in my eye. What you thought I was a joke, but I ain't that type of guy. If it turn me cut throat, make me unafraid to die. So you better watch your mouth before I hop up at this rag. When I hop up at this rag, bitch inside, cut the eye, then I'm
aiming for your face, let your hoes know to slow your aiming for your face, aiming for your face, aiming for your face, let your hoes know to slow your aiming for your face, let your hoes know to slow your aiming for your face, let your hoes know to slow your aiming for your face, aiming for your face.
If the devil will left the bird, I bet you call him body up. Body stuff in the trunk, now let me go ahead and light the blunt. Smoking murder, murder, murder. Fuck your bitch, you don't deserve it. Fuck it twice and then I curb it. Wanna die, it ain't alerted. Put the pistol in my mouth, blew my brains out. Bitch, I'm aiming for the fucking gray clouds. Ain't no halo from the cradle to the grave. I've been able to kill these boys. Smoke my blunts and sip some maple. G59, it ain't a label. It's a way of life, by way of life. I mean, it's just a way to die.
Aiming for your face, let your hoes know to slow your aiming for your face, let your hoes know to slow your aiming for your face, let your hoes know to slow your aiming for your face, aiming for your face.
All right, y'all, let's go. I'm in a yeah. I just saw some more violence. I am hyped up. Let's fucking go, y'all. Man, I've been on that whiskey today, y'all. Anyway, your boy Majestic is back. Let's go. Yeah. So just threw some shit together. Let's watch some violence. Yeah, and this caused violence. I'm just kidding. Let's see. SJB Dweller, Platty, Outdoor Loser, Doc. What's up, brother? Thought you said violence. Bro, D, Con, Verse, The Dark, my boy, my bro. What's up, brother? Much respect for you. I love you, brother. Oh, can't wait for us to get back together next Thursday with one of those weirdos. It's gonna be fun. Let's go. Think I said outdoor loser, but you're an outdoor winner. MC Sleeves. Who wants a fair? Who wants a biscuit? Oh, speaking of church, I'm going to church tomorrow. Oh yeah, I forgot my boy, Frank Belleville, not former, fellow St. Louisan. What's up, my brother? From another mother? It's a sausage fest. That's right. Let's go. So gonna start the night off very violent. One of my favorite fighting companies that just came out a couple of years ago. We're gonna watch some knockouts from that. Uh, I am actually striving, and I'm hoping at some point, hopefully, I can possibly sign a contract with this fighting company, or freaking work my way on it to get a contract. But it's BKFC. If you guys don't know, that's a bare knuckle fighting championship. Ricky Spanish, let's go, brother. Yeah, brother. Let's fucking go, y'all. Yeah, so we're gonna start the night off with some very violent shit. Let's go. This is the bare knuckle fighting championships best KOs. This was from 2 years ago. There's actually a UFC fighter I really want to fight. He's an ex-UFC guy. Hope it will be my dream fight. Hopefully, if I do, I really so badly want to fight for bare knuckle fighting. I've been training so fucking hard. That's why I've been doing kickboxing. I just want to do a couple amateur fights, get some amateur fights under the belt, then go from there, and then hopefully work my way towards on bare knuckle. I love that shit, bro. I fucking love it. Here we go. Fury. Yeah. So the UFC fighter I really would like to fight, my dream fight. He's currently fighting for bare knuckle, and it's Joe Diesel Riggs is who I would. That's my dream fight. Is who I would love to fight.
Start from
This for respect and stuff, but I love the guy, but that would be probably my cleanest best pleasure.
both men. Black.
Yeah, this is Chris Lieben right here fighting, and it's awesome. Oh, bare knuckle.
Red trunks for Chris.
They start, if you didn't notice, 3 feet from each other. This total line. And then you just swing and bang, baby.
Leaving white.
You can knock down an opponent 3 times. And if you knock them down more than 3 times, then they end the fight. And each round, it's about 2 or 3 minutes for each round. And I think there's 5 rounds for each one. So yeah, because of your hands, your knuckles. Plus you have to be very tactical with boxing to place your punches, because if you land a punch wrong, you're going to break your shit.
Trunks for Justin Baseman.
He out.
Huge shots. Big uppercut from now.
Kill him.
Outside plummet. Down goes Justin Baseman.
In replay, right here, left hand. Bing.
Oh my God, that was a beautiful. Oh my God, that was a beautiful cross.
Uppercut. Half
Look at that uppercut.
Oh yeah.
That's classic uppercut work right there. Just hold him and just bang.
Beautiful work.
Boom, boom.
Wow.
Your winner by KO, Chris the Crippler Lieben.
Yes, exactly, D. Land that punch. I want to knock him out early. Cut him up early. Exactly. What the fuck happened to my audio? What happened? You think there is no audio right now? Oh, shit. Give me 1 second, y'all. I think... Oh, shit. My laptop unplugged itself. Can't get down. Just let it play. There we go. Look at that. Oh my god. There's a oh god damn it. Oh yeah, Grove. I forgot his name. I forgot his first name though. Grove. He this guy right here that's about to get knocked out. I think he's had a couple times. He fought a couple times in UFC. Didn't fare too well. He knocked the fuck out. Let's see. Oh yeah. In case if y'all didn't know, there's a couple UFC guys that just joined. Bare Knuckle. Mike Perry is in it right now, and that's where he shouldn't. I wish Bare Knuckle was out before then, but Mike Perry belongs in Bare Knuckle. Let's see. Who else from UFC? Yeah, Mike Perry. Oh yeah. Luke Rockhold this joined Bare Knuckle, and he's making his debut in a couple weeks, in 3 weeks. Same with Eddie Alvarez. He's fighting along with Chris Mendez or Mike Mendez. He was in UFC too. So is Eddie Alvarez. Everyone should know him. Who else? Big Ben Rothwell. He was in heavyweight in UFC for a long time. He's now in Bare Knuckle. Good God, his fists are fucking giant. There's a lot of. Oh yeah, Bigfoot Silva. He made his Bare Knuckle debut couple years ago. Didn't fare too well for him. Oh yeah, and Chris Liddell, he's in it. Hector Lombard, Thiago Alves, Pitbull. He's now in Bare Knuckle. And like I said, Joe Diesel Riggs. Yeah, there's a lot of what's her name? Paige Van Zandt. She's over in Bare Knuckle. She's not doing too well. She doesn't really belong in fighting, honestly. She just deserves an OnlyFans. And Beck Rawlings from UFC. She's in Bare Knuckle. Good God, she's a beast. Yeah, Decon. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's actually proven that Bare Knuckle is actually more safer than having gloves on. Because you have to be, like I said, you have to be tactical where you have to throw your punches, whereas with the gloves, you could just let them fly. So, it's like uppercuts, and your uppercuts are going to be very lethal in Bare Knuckle.
Rocket Stevenson closing stages of round 3.
There we go. Oh, good night.
That is it. One punch, walk away.
That's what I love about Bare Knuckle. It could just be that one punch that boom, just land that bam, that perfect punch, and then good night.
Knockout win. Game, set, match.
One punch. Look at that overhand. With Big Dan Murgalata right there. Look at that overhand. Followed up with that. Oh, man, that hook was nasty, too. Followed up. Oh, my God, that's beautiful. That. Oh, my God.
It is an odd phenomenon.
Kimbo.
met both of these guys, and I can tell you, man. Oh, he's
Here's
out.
right hand. That might be game, set, match, and it is.
Whoa.
That was a good old Missouri boy right there. Sham Shoemaker. Yeah. Look at that.
Unpunched
Look
hand.
at that.
Man, but I met both of these guys, and I can tell you, man. Oh, he's
Here's
out.
right hand. That might be game, set, match, and it is.
Whoa.
A one-punch knockout win for Sam Shoemaker.
He set it up. He ducked it. He just timed it perfectly. Oh, beautiful one-punch shot. You don't get to see that often. That was a nice shot.
Shoemaker told me that he was a baseball
I fucking love this shit.
pitcher in his youth in Missouri, and he uses that baseball pitching technique just like that on
Oh my god, that was
On
nasty.
the kisser, right on the chin. Man, beautifully set up. Gotta love it. You gotta love it.
Sam the Mountain Man Shoemaker.
Big shoe, baby. Big shoe.
That's another UFC guy. Lane right here.
Right hand. Staggers Ray Garcia now looking to finish. Big shots and down goes.
After this knockout, he's turned into one bad fucking motherfucker right there.
Garcia looking for the finish line hard. Here's uppercut a right hand. Really close look, and that is it. Game, set, match. Welcome to Vertical Fighting Championship Saturday.
Don't have a chin. When your legs leave you like that, taking any punch. Again, that was a great shot right on the temple.
There you go. Let him fly. Let him bang.
Went down a little early.
Let him swing and bang.
The onslaught.
That's
Love that
something you
shit.
know from boxing, but Lane from MMA was just not taught that. You're taught to hold on.
Yeah, and right here, he gets caught and just gets stuck. That uppercut landed in that right hand.
Kickboxing. Decon. Kickboxing. I love it.
And right here, he's knocked out. He's stuck right there.
I have some jujitsu in me. I've been really wanting to get back into actually doing Brazilian jiu-jitsu. Yeah, just because, just for fun. Nothing like to do anything with really, but just to, just to have it, But yeah, I fucking love kickboxing. Kickboxing, Muay Thai is is what I love doing, is my preferred thing. But I'm gonna transition over into mostly just boxing at some point, because I've been wanting to run. Like, if you guys didn't know, I used to be a kicker, and actually I don't think anyone knows in this community, but I used to be a kicker in football, and actually played in college for a little bit. So yeah, I just wanted to do something like a martial art for a while. Because I knew some boxing, you know what I mean? And like between my like job career, like being a CEO down here in Missouri, we got some like self-defense training and stuff, but which was mostly jujitsu training. So I've had some of that, and then yeah, like not too long ago, I decided to do strictly just kickboxing / Muay Thai, because need to land those fucking elbows. I was looking into doing Lithway, but that's bare knuckle. Well, here's why I question it, not because it's bare knuckle, It's because you can also throw headbutts in Lethway. And then on top of that, you don't end a match with this like a split decision or a draw. It's by only knockout. Well, you have to only knock out your opponent. And if you don't knock out your opponent, it's a draw. That's it. But if you knock out your opponent, like like during a round, I think there's like 3. I can't remember how many rounds there are in Lethway, but there's a couple of rounds. There's like 3 or I want to say there's like 5 rounds or something like that in Lethway. But after you like knock out your like after literally when the person's knocked the fuck out, the other corner does whatever they can in their power to wake that person up and get them back into the fight. So literally, like you have it's bare knuckle, and then also you can like throw headbutts along with like Muay Thai rules. So yeah, that's where I for this guy, that's where that is. I mean, I have a lot of respect for those Lethwei fighters, like Dave Leduc. He's a he's a current champion over in Lethwei, but yeah, that's where those crazy motherfuckers are. Whereas, then again, you have bare knuckle boxers. I mean, so just saying, love violence, love it, love the shit. Let's see. Damn, damn, Decon. There you go, Ricky. Boxing and kickboxing. There you go. Had a girl. That's what I've been saying for a long time. Everyone needs to know a God damn, Decon. You had 13 Thai fights and a brown belt in jiu-jitsu. Dude, can I train with you? Can I train with you, Decon? Can you? Yeah, so I've been wanting to warm the leg up. And so ever since I started kickboxing, I know like my kicks are fucking ridiculous. They're heavy. Regardless, coming down range, it's fucking heavy either way. My kicks are. I have a I I have a nasty front kick. I do have to say that my my rear, my favorite leg. That's a fucking nasty front. It's like almost like Anderson Silva. Like he just popped it that one time, or like Michael Chandler popped it on Tony Ferguson, knocked him the fuck out. Yeah, that's like majestic here. It's fucking nasty. Dude, I wish I would lived in the same state with you, Decon. I would. I'm just saying. Be the homie. Homie for life over there. Well, still are, regardless. Let's watch some more violence. Well, we're gonna get into the darker part of violence. Animals involve animals and humans, let's just say. Uh let's start with my favorite animal of all time, and that's sharks. I love sharks.
If
Love
the
'em.
thought of a
Love them, love them, love them. Love them to death. Sharks. Yeah, we're gonna listen to the story. I don't mean shit to you. Yes, Decon, I would love for you to teach me in Fucking jujitsu. Oh, love it.
A shark sinking its teeth into you and eating you alive scares you.
Like seriously, like I would be like 100% committed to jujitsu.
Imagine getting attacked by two at once. That's exactly what happened to the diver in today's episode, making it one of the most terrifying shark attack stories.
Oh my god, that would be fucking terrifying. That one time that shark, oh my god, that shark perfectly got his way into that cage and was I remember this that video. I've seen this video before. Like this shark perfectly somehow cockeyed itself perfectly into this cage to where like it was obviously it got stuck, so like it was panicking. So I like obviously like anyone that gets stuck sort like especially like your leg or stuff when he gets like stuck between like the guardrails or something, you start panicking. Like that's what happened with the shark. It started panicking, but like they had to get lower and lower because the shark was like really thrusting around. But luckily one guy was able to escape and actually like able to like pull like I think it was like the tail of the shark of the great white and kind of like was able to somewhat like wiggle its way out to where like and then it eventually like swam off or some shit like
hit that like button and subscribe.
Like one of them had to make the brave move of like escaping real quick while the shark is like thrashing like that and then was able to rescue it and get it out of that cage.
Right now. This is the tragic man-eating shark attack in Kane Bay. Welcome to Final.
Dude, that's like, oh my god.
Afflict.
I do have a slight of what is that? Like seeing pictures, like photographs, like certain pictures, like I get underneath the ocean, like raises my anxiety up a little bit. Especially the Titanic. I don't know what it is, but my anxiety every time I see a picture of that ship, my anxiety like I don't know what it is, but like it starts like freaking me the fuck out. And some other ones do, like of people like going up to like other like sunken planes that are in the ocean and some other sunken ships and stuff. Like it really raises my but for some reason I don't know what it is, I'm just really weird. Sharks just don't do it for me. Like I'm not I'm not scared of shark. Granted, I haven't had many encounters of sharks in the ocean, but I just love them so much that like you just have to give them the respect that they need. You just have to also like they give you signs too of like when they want to like if you're like threatening them and stuff, they give you signs. Like sometimes like they'll raise their dorsal fin, like their back up to raise their dorsal fin up a little bit. They'll arch their back up, or like sometimes they give you a warning sign, like some warning signs before, like you're getting too close to them or shit like that. But they're ancient, like fucking animals. Like along with like crocs and alligators, those are fucking dinosaurs. Along with like the Komodo dragons. Komodo dragons, alligators, crocs, sharks, fucking ancient.
The following story not only showcases the power of human resilience and perseverance in the face of unfathomable tragedy, but also highlights the highly unpredictable nature and mysterious behavior of sharks. On October 14, 1972, three men by the names of Brett Gillian, Rob Temple, and Robbie...
Yes. Platty. That's what it is. I couldn't think of the name because I can't pronounce it right. Ever. But that's what it is, Platty.
Kilvane were on a scientific expedition to recover samples for a research project being conducted at Kane Bay on the island of St. Croix, North Shore. Gillian described the area as having some of the best wall diving locations in the Eastern Caribbean. Even the drop-off was fairly easy.
Ferguson Wobbegong. I love those carpet sharks.
Not requiring a long boat trip. The team's goal was to collect...
He's my favorite right there, the great white.
...some photographs and
good old great white.
...check on traps they had set for a project.
Damn, look at those Dungeness crabs. They look good right now.
The only problem was their
Sorry, I'm like a mixture of high and drunk right now.
destination was situated on a 210-foot wall that was right next to a steep drop-off. The trio was not particularly worried, though, not in the slightest, as they were each veterans of hundreds of deep dives. Rod served as a dive leader and timekeeper. He documented the dives and monitored
Wow.
ascent times to ensure everyone
Oh
remained
shit, this is the actual location of the
safe,
tech.
while Brett and Robbie handled most of the heavy lifting. All three of them donned their gear and dove into the ocean, beginning what would become their ill-fated journey down the Kane Bay
God damn, look how fast. Oh my god, this one's scarred up.
Wall.
Fighter.
After reaching their destination, Brett and Robbie got to work, while Rod scanned the surroundings. As he was looking around, Rod caught a glimpse of something truly terrifying. It was the sight of two white
Oh my god, that's an oceanic.
tip sharks off in the distance. Terrifying. It was the sight of two white tip sharks off in the distance.
That's
One was
oceanic.
12
Okay, so if you see these, so these sharks right here, these oceanic white tips, they are the infamous sharks that were that went after the sailors that what was it? The USS Indianapolis when it sunk. Yeah, these are the oceanic, these oceanic white tip sharks. They were the main reason. They were the main species of shark that was the attacking everyone at the time, because they're so opportunistic, and everything that, like, regardless if it was like ships sinking, plane crashes, whatever like crashes or make whatever whatever happens in the like if a ship sinks, planes crashing in the ocean or whatnot, or like somehow like a car flies off a cliff and lands into the water somehow, like in the ocean, but it wouldn't be in the deep. But anyways, like if anything happens in the ocean, like in the deep ocean, like where they're at right now, or closer to shore, but mostly out, these are opportunistic sharks, so they will. So whenever something comes into the water and makes a lot of noise and splashes and shit, they are the first ones to investigate. Like, what was that? And usually they'll just go to town. Like, especially if something's injured in that, like, accident or whatever, they will just go ham. Because obviously, like I said, where they're at is the open water, so that's all they do is just roam the open water. So they're very opportunistic.
feet long, and the
So which means that they're going to be very aggressive at all times.
other was marginally bigger. The oceanic white-tip shark is a truly terrifying creature that mainly inhabits tropical and warm temperate seas. It is most notable for its long, white-tipped, rounded fins. According to recent studies, the species is becoming less common as a result
Yeah, because of overfishing.
of a strong demand for its enormous fins, which constitute the main component of shark.
Okay, that's my other thing. Sorry for pausing again. That's the other thing that pisses me off is the shark fin soup. Okay, sharks kill. I want to say like it's sad, but there's only they kill, unfortunately, like around a couple hundred people a year, maybe 100 people a year, if that. I mean, yes, that's a lot of people, regardless. But we kill over, I think it's like 100,000 sharks a year. And the worst part is with these shark fin soups, they cut the fins off, like all fins, dorsal, their pectoral fins, and their back tails. They'll cut them all off and then throw them into the water. So they basically, you're just letting them drown. You're not killing them, you're letting them drown to death. A very slow death is what they're doing. Because they need, majority of all sharks need movement to keep the water flowing through their gills and stuff. And when you cut off everything, they fucking drown to death. And it's just very sad.
Fin soup. It favors eating gastropods, crabs, birds, stingrays, sea turtles, and threadfin. However, this hunter will pretty much eat anything, humans included. Though slow
Hey, Evil! Little McNuggets, nice for you to stop by.
moving, oceanic
Nice for everyone to stop by today.
white-tip sharks are without question highly dangerous to humans. They are especially known for numerous attacks on survivors of ship and plane wrecks at sea. They are also suspected to be responsible for several unrecorded human fatalities. To give you an idea of just how vicious it is, the white tip was the major species involved in what many people considered to be one of the worst mass shark attacks ever documented, ripping
Told ya. USS Indianapolis.
and mauling many of the USS Indianapolis's surviving crew after it was blown up back in 1945. It's estimated that the white-tip sharks are responsible for up to 150 deaths in that single incident alone. After finishing the required observations, the three men noticed they were ahead of schedule and felt ecstatic, as this meant they would only need about 20 minutes of
Hey, Kingpin, nice for you to stop by.
decompression time, meaning they wouldn't have to linger for too long around the shark
Todd Ferguson, nice for you to stop by. Nice for everyone to stop by.
during their ascent.
Sorry if I
Brett
missed you.
later stated, "I remember thinking how strange it was to see oceanic white-tip
God, I didn't know they did that to turtles. That's... Oh my God, we doesn't need to leave the fucking ocean alone.
tips right here on the wall at Kane Bay. It was kind of like walking off your back porch and seeing an African lion when you expected an alley cat." Robbie went up first and pointed
Jesus.
out the sharks again as they swam by them. The crew were no strangers to these sharks, as they had their
See, right there. It's giving them the warning sign. If you didn't notice right there, it,
as they
it did it
swam
right there.
by them. The crew were no strangers to these sharks, as they had
There, right there. See, as the back fin went down and the dorsal, it's giving them the warning sign, like, fuck off.
their fair
Right there. That's the like, god
as
damn.
they swam by them. The crew were no strangers to these sharks, as they had
Like, right there. That's like what I was talking about. See,
their
perfect.
fair share of nasty encounters with white tips when they worked offshore. The shark would frequently bite their equipment,
What a
the steel
fucking
cables
asshole.
deployed
Great
from the
white.
research vessel, and
Look at that asshole gray white that's attacking this raft right here. Like, took a bite out of this raft.
shark would frequently bite their equipment, the steel cables
Damn, look at those teeth.
deployed from the research vessel, and even the shafts and propellers were targeted on occasion. These two sharks, however, looked to be unique in some way, as they didn't seem to pay any attention to them. As Brett turned around and began the ascent behind Robbie, Rod stayed behind, as their careful
That's seems like what it is. It's more poachers than really, because their skin, it's so tough. Like, you literally like, it's a hard time ripping their skin because of how thick it is. And plus, if you rub on them the opposite way, you will slice your hands up.
carefully planned dive dictated he would be last to ascend. Brett met up with Robbie at about 175 feet, just over the ledge, as they both rested on a coral while waiting
Yeah, the black market for a lot of these shark species, especially the black tip, and the white tip reef shark. Like the black tip reef shark and the white tip reef sharks, they're like, the black market for them is like through the roof.
for Rod to join them. However, they soon began to worry as he was growing
See, look! Oh my God, this shark is giving up. Oh,
late.
another one.
Robbie looked at Brett and pointed to his pressure gauge, which showed he was beginning to run low on air. Suddenly, Rob noticed a massive bubble exhaust coming from the deeper water, which indicated Rod's presence down below. The two figured that Rod must have had some sort of air failure. Since Brett's air consumption was lower, he decided to send Robbie up while he went to check on Rod to see if he needed help. However, when Brett reached Rod, things were about as bad as they could get. One of the sharks had bitten him on the left thigh with that.
Oh shit, I didn't realize this is going to be a video too of this. So Just to give you guys a warning, viewer discretion is advised. This was unexpected. I didn't expect there to be a video of this.
Bad as they could get. One of the sharks had bitten him on the left thigh without warning, and blood was gushing in red clouds from the wound. Brett was horrified and couldn't believe what he was seeing. Rod was desperately trying to beat the 12-foot animal off his leg and keep from sinking deeper. Brett sprung to his friend's aid, grabbing his right shoulder harness strap and pulling with all the strength. Almost simultaneously, the second shark struck Rod in the same leg and bit him savagely. Rod desperately gouged at the shark's eyes and gills as he grimly fought to beat off.
This is literally all you can do with a shark, is literally just go to fucking ham on their gills and their eyes.
His attackers. In a desperate attempt to ward off his friend's attackers, Brett punched.
Or like if you see him coming in, you hit them by the, like you have them by the nose, and then you kind of like glide them away from you.
At the torso of the hungry beasts as they tore great chunks of flesh.
Well, not if they're attacking you, but like if you have a like if you're like snorkeling or something, and usually like when sharks come up to you, like you can just like if they're still coming, you can like move, like kind of move yourself over to the side, and then usually you can like hit them by the nose, and then that's the other thing. This hit them fucking so hard on the nose because they have the Lorenzini sensor, like they're stout, like on their nose, like just keep wailing on that. That's where they're very sensitive too, is on the note, like on the stout. So like you just keep snout. So you just keep railing on it, and then try to go for the gills and eyes.
From his friend's body, the two men continued their assault on the sharks as they seemed to squirm in pain, suddenly letting go of Rod and retreating back down to deeper waters. Desperate to reach safety, Brett looked up and caught a glimpse of Robbie, who was about 100 feet above, watching.
Hey, Tim Darling, nice for you to show, boy.
In horror. In less than 15 seconds, the first shark
Hey, Dr. Cunt, nice for you to show, boy.
Turned and struck Rod again, dragging both him and Brett over the drop-off. The attack had only lasted a minute at this point, but Rod had lost a huge amount of blood and tissue and had gone almost
Cheddar Bay Billy, nice for you to show, boy. I'm sorry that I skipped over you, my friend.
Completely limp as a result. Brett was clutching Rod's right harness strap as the second shark came back as well.
God, I love sharks.
Shark bit down and hung on as the two plummeted down the side of the wall. Brett and Rod were dropping rapidly. His efforts to swim back up were fruitless as the sharks continued to bite and tear Rod's helpless body, all the while dragging the two men deeper and deeper. Brett felt Rod move again to fend.
That's when you know you're fucked. When the shark is dragging you into the deep and you can't get out of its grasp, it's almost game over.
Off another attack, and his hopes soared upon realizing that his friend was still alive. Brett clung briefly to the edge of the drop.
So you just still have to. That's just me. That's like I have to go out fighting.
Drop-off wall, putting a stop to their rapid descent. Suddenly, both sharks retreated once again, and Brett watched them circle their position about 10 feet away. Brett saw one of the sharks swallow the remains of Rod's lower left leg, while the other gulped a mouthful of flesh it had bitten and torn off. Rod, who was only half conscious by now, looked up at his friend for the first time since the vicious assault began. He shook his head lightly and in pain, then tried to push Brett away, hoping to spare Brett's life and buy him some time to make his escape. Brett grabbed for Rod's waist harness as he felt his hands sink into his friend's now mutilated.
Like I said, viewer discretion is advised, because I didn't realize. Like I said, I just played this without. I didn't watch this for the first. This is my first time watching this, so I didn't expect there to be a actual video of this attack. So yeah, like I said, viewer discretion is advised.
Torso. Sadly, there was no harness left to reach for. Rod had been disemboweled. Brett took off to the surface with Rod clutched to his chest. Immediately, the sharks were on them again. Rod screamed for the last time as the second shark seized him by
See, look how fast that shark. Oh my God, look how fast.
Rod screamed
Look how coming in fucking hot. Jesus.
for the last time as the second shark seized him by
Look at that oceanic.
his midsection
Going
and
in.
shook him. The blue water turned red with
Bro. What the fuck?
bits of human tissues and blood. Brett was powerless as poor Rod was torn away from him. He watched in utter
Oh, poor Rod. I bet Lord was happy right now.
disbelief as Rod's lifeless body drifted into the abyss, with the sharks
I'm sorry. I should have said that. That's too soon.
fighting over him. The attack had started around 200 feet. Brett's depth gauge was pegged at 325 feet, but he knew it was far deeper than that. Brett also nearly completely depleted his oxygen supply in a hopeless effort to make it out. Brett looked away from his friend's mangled body in what must have been his final goodbye before beginning his ascent towards the surface.
The road. The road's cooler. I heard his all boy. Thanks a lot. I think I'll smoke some pot.
His oxygen-starved brain was beginning to give out, and the effects of hypoxia were beginning to show. Before he could reach the surface, Brett would drift into unconsciousness, but miraculously woke up on the surface, gasping for air. Apparently, the small volume of air in his safety vest he wore had been enough to float him the rest of the way up and save his life. But his survival was still a 1 in a million chance, as he had to deal with an unknown amount of emitted decompression. Nonetheless, Brett began swimming to
Hey, one of those weirdos. Nice for you to stop by, my friend. And have a good night, Decon. It's good to see you, my friend. As always, my brother from another mother.
shore as fast as he
That was cringy as fuck. That was so cringy. Anyways, thanks for stopping by, my buddy, my good friend.
could, but he felt his legs going numb.
Good to
By
see
the
you.
time he reached the beach, he could barely stand. A couple on their honeymoon had chanced upon Brett's body as it drifted onto the beach. In an
Honey, hey. Thanks for stopping by.
incredible burst of good fortune, it turned out the wife was an ER nurse who understood the pathology of decompression sickness. 2 days later, Brett was released from the hospital. He had astonishingly managed to survive ascending almost 400 feet without any decompression sequence, but not without permanent side effects. There was residual numbness in both his arms and legs, along with substantial hearing loss and legal blindness in his right eye that will persist with him for the rest of his life. Robbie's last view of Rod and Brett were as the two were dragged over the wall in a cloud of blood by the sharks. He never saw Brett's ascent and so reported them both killed when he got to shore.
Hey, let's go. One of those weirdos. Let's go.
It wasn't until
Hopefully it went well.
Brett called his dad from the hospital that he knew Brett survived. A week later, Rod's memorial service was attended by his two friends at the beach. His body was never recovered. People are often too busy with their lives to take a step back and really think about the important things. Many people die without ever truly living, so it's best not to take
Oh,
life
shit.
for
I don't
granted.
know why I just paused right there.
Just like Rod, you never truly
Just like Rod. That bitch boy. God damn it. I shouldn't say that to someone. Out of context, that sounds bad. That bitch boy Rod. I'm sorry. And a horrible. I have the sickest sense of humor right now. It's so bad. Shouldn't be joking in a manner like this. Time and manner like this. All right. Jesus. All right. Well, I haven't seen this one either, and I already like it by the title. This bear brutally attacked 7 teenagers.
In today's episode, a group of
Oh, during wildlife training. Okay, there it is. Well, well then. Jesus. Yeah. Here we go. Yeah. It's a good old grizzly.
In today's episode,
Dude, you could fuck off.
a group of 7 students encountered a mother grizzly and
Oh, God. Fuck. Back up, bro.
her cub
Oh, stop filming. Stop filming that.
during survival training
Oh.
in the wilderness with no adults and no way to defend themselves. The grizzly quickly charges
Oh, fuck my ass.
at them one by one, severely mauling, biting, and ripping apart 3 of the boys. Hit that like button and subscribe right now. This is one of the most terrifying
Yes. This is, Final Afflictions channel that I'm on currently. It's also in my description, too.
grizzly
Oh, my God.
bear attacks in Alaskan
Why? 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 Just don't be... God.
history. Welcome to Final
Dude, I would need a whole new pair of pants. I'll be pissing and shitting myself right now.
Affliction. Alaska is one of the untouched wonders of the world, with miles of pristine glaciers and a truly amazing display of animal diversity. Due to this, Alaska holds more than half of America's national parks with an unlimited choice of terrain. One park in particular boasts the tallest peak in all of North America, Mount McKinley, aka Denali. Measuring over 20,000 feet, it is truly an impressive sight and attracts mountaineers from all over the world to Denali National Park and Preserve. Due to the protection that this area covers, the big 5 mammals are able...
Oh, God damn it. I just realized I have my... I didn't set my... Like I said, I did this all real fucking quick, and I didn't set my...
to thrive here.
latency. I didn't set it to where I normally have it. I'm sorry.
Doll sheep.
I apologize for that, y'all. I didn't realize that it was fucking like this. Let me yeah, let me end this stream real quick, and then I'll be playing this is so Tim Darling, that was why I did that. I was just in a weird state of mind. I was losing. Okay, this is like really hard for me to bring up because that was my first time actually bringing that up about that. Yeah, I'm gonna restart the stream. Yeah, it's coming on my end, so I'm gonna have to restart the stream. So just give me a second, guys. But I just want to say this one real quick because Tim Darling asked, and I just want to get it out there. This is like really hard. Last night, that I brought it up. Yeah, that was the first time I brought fuck. Can't believe I said that yesterday. But I was just being fuck. God damn it! I can't believe I said that. Fuck. Yeah, that was one of those I was losing my faith because I'm pretty religious and yeah, I was getting involved with some people that were fuck. I fucking hate yeah, they were fuck, this was I didn't think I was gonna have to talk about this. Yeah, yeah, they were very satanic and stuff. Weren't very much believers, but and yeah, I was kind of like brought me over for a little bit to that side, and fuck, I yeah, so I was like in this weird like frame of mind then, and then like something kicked it into me that like I don't know, it was like I came to myself and like um no, I wasn't ever in a cult. I was just like involved with like people that like did weird shit, but I never were was a part of it and stuff. So, um, yeah, yeah, I just don't like bringing it up because it's one of those. Yeah, well, I'm just gonna end this on that note, and then I'm gonna restart it. Um, yeah, yeah, I'm gonna restart it. I'm sorry. I'm like, yeah, yeah, I'm gonna, I'm gonna restart this. Sorry.